how comfortable are you with fully honouring the no in your body? And do you know that when you honour that no and that sacred no and those boundaries with yourself and with others, this opens you up to so many more opportunities, money, love to come into your life. So in the film Yes Man, where he says yes to everything after he goes to the seminar, and this starts to shift and change his whole life, I did a similar experiment with no. When something felt like a no in my body, I said no. And I said no to a lot. This was a transformative time in my life. I said no to social events, I said no to drinking, I said no to pubs, I said no to clients, I said no to just anything, certain foods, sugar, alcohol. Like, I said no to everything. But the key thing was that the things I was saying no to did genuinely feel like a no in my body. So whilst I was like testing out like yes man, I was testing out a no woman. And if I did not get a yes, if I did not feel excited about something or expansive about something, and I simply didn't do it. And sometimes I would say no and something would change, or something new would come into that thing, or a place would change that a person asked me to meet at, and that no became a yes. But I said no to so much, and this was my sacred no. This was after years of pushing through that no, years of my body telling me like, this is not right, this is not in alignment. I was finally honouring myself with that no. And that no meant yeses in so many other ways. And what started to happen is I attracted my soulmate, I attracted amazing aligned clients, I attracted abundance. In fact, I'm sure some of you have heard the story that I've told about when I said no to going to a family meal because the place did not feel right for my energy, and an unexpected gift from another family member arrived in my bank account that day. So each time I've honoured a no, I've received a sacred yes, and I've opened up to receiving more yes opportunities. And this has transformed my life. So to open up to more opportunities, we have to be willing to honour the no. And when we honour the no, even if it feels like we're saying no to everything. This was me. For about a year, I was like, my life is boring. It wasn't boring because I was like out in nature like this and like in my own energy. It was amazing. And having a spiritual awakening like definitely wasn't boring. But on some kind of human 3D level, we can go, this is boring. This put me into the void space. And I held that void. I held that void through the discomfort. I held that void through the feelings of obligation. I held that void through the amount of people that put their lives on hold to do a TED Talk and rested, napped, had baths during the day, spent loads of time in nature, loads of alone time, went on solo retreats, prioritised their dream and their goal, and then said no to everything else. This was the true way they got to their success. Through feminine embodiment, through body listening, not through the let me give you the 5 steps to whatever strategy. This is what I found in my research. The true way that these people have achieved their success is through leading their lives from a nourished, body listening type way. This was the major success, myself included, that has changed everything. But this is not spoken about enough. We hear things that are about self-care or well-being, or feminine embodiment is like just going and doing a dance or something like that. But this is the gap that we need to close, because on a neuroscientific level as well as energetic, the way to create success is through your sacred yes and your sacred no. So if you want to go deeper onto this, my Sacred Yes portal, free training is for you. I cannot wait for this space. It has been coming for a while, and we are going to do this training on the 4th of April. There will be a replay if you can't make it live, and the link is in my bio. If you want to deepen your connection to your sacred yes and your sacred no, to truly, truly shift into your life, your business, the love, the house, whatever of your dreams, and get into true quantum alignment with who you are and what you came here to do and your big dreams. I'm competing with a plane, but that's fine, we'll keep going. The link is in my bio. Come and join us on the 4th of April. Lots of love.